Just because they suck doesn't mean their films have to. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be taking a look at the top 10 best vampire movies. Sorry, Twilight fans, there won't be any sparkly vampires on this list.
Has anybody here read a real book about vampires, or are we just remembering what some movie said?
Number 10, Fright Night. Kicking things off is the 80s classic in which a young horror fan discovers his next-door neighbor is a vampire. When he's unable to convince those around him of that fact, he seeks the help of a TV horror star. This movie isn't as much about killing the bloodthirsty creature as it is about a young geek trying to get with a girl, but we love it just the same. Number 9, John Carpenter's Vampires. Do you love vampire hunting? Then this Western-style flick is for you. James Woods leads a team of vampire hunters on holy missions sponsored by the Vatican. Their goal is to stop the head bloodsucker before he's able to locate a crucifix that will give him the power to walk in broad daylight. Number 8, From Dusk Till Dawn. This movie was written by Quentin Tarantino and features him alongside George Clooney as brothers who are on the run after a violent bank robbery. The pair stops at their rendezvous point with hostages in tow, but they soon discover they have stumbled onto a vampire nest disguised as a strip joint.
Welcome to slavery.
No thanks. I already had a wife.
As a result, everyone must work together if they want to survive the night.
Okay, vampire killers. Let's kill some vampires.
Number 7, The Lost Boys. This cult favorite follows a single mother and her 2 sons, played by Corey Haim and Jason Patric. Soon after the family moves to a small town, one of the boys begins showing classic signs of vampirism.
You're a vampire, Michael. My own brother, a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Oh, you wait till Mom finds out.
The other son becomes a vampire hunter, and in order to save his sibling, he must kill the head vampire. Number 6, Let the Right One In. This Swedish horror flick became one of the only vampire movies released in the past decade to not be panned by critics. It's a classic enough story. Boy meets girl, boy falls for girl, girl turns out to be a 100-year-old vampire. You know, that old chestnut. Number 5, Horror of Dracula. This groundbreaking classic stars Christopher Lee.
I am Dracula, and I welcome you to my house.
And is one of Hollywood's most pivotal vampire films due to its combination of romance, sensuality, and gore. The picture focuses on the Count's journey from Transylvania to England, where he begins to take countless victims and meets his arch-nemesis, Van Helsing. Number 4, Interview with the Vampire. This critically acclaimed film is based on the best-selling novel by Anne Rice and stars Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt in the roles of Lestat and Louis. In the present day, Louis tells a reporter about Lestat, his many years on the earth, and his struggles as a vampire.
Shall we begin like David Copperfield? I am born, I grew up. Or shall we begin when I was born to darkness, as I call it?
The story shows that the transformation of a little girl gives him a reason to continue existing, though the life of a vampire is still never easy.
Claudia, you've been a very, very naughty little girl.
Number 3, Nosferatu, a symphony of horror. This silent-era German masterpiece is the granddaddy of all vampire movies, so we have to show our respect. Not only is it based on the familiar Dracula tale, this film sets the precedent for the image of vampires as terrifying ghouls that live in shadows. Number 2, Dracula. This movie builds on the success of Nosferatu and manages to eclipse the earlier film by using sound.
I am Dracula.
Dracula is played by Bela Lugosi and is portrayed as a handsome aristocrat. Lugosi proves that vampires can be personable enough to sit you down for a delightful drink before they turn you into the main course. Number 1, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Topping our list is the stunning, big-budget Hollywood film that reintroduces Count Dracula alongside an A-list cast. Francis Ford Coppola directs Gary Oldman, Anthony Hopkins, Winona Ryder, and Keanu Reeves in a movie that takes away any campy elements and brings this spooky story back to life with a real sense of terror.
Vin.